Barrington Tops is rugged and mountainous. Much of it is World Heritage Gondwana rainforest, where the valleys are so overgrown that decades of coordinated searching has failed to find the light plane that crashed here in 1981. Most of the national park is only accessible on foot. However, 2 gravel roads dissect the plateau. Between these are a series of tracks that are unlocked for 4-wheel driving over summer. A single track juts south into the Gondwana wilderness. Barrington's 4-wheel drive track.
Australia. I'm Andrew Boyd, the TLCC President. On my left is our Club Secretary, Colin Morby. On my far left is our Vice President, Greg Norris. Absent tonight, due to work commitments, is our Treasurer, Mark Willock. If there are any new members here tonight, please put up your hand. No? This general meeting is being live streamed to the TLCC YouTube channel. Please go to our YouTube channel page where you'll find a link to tonight's meeting. To watch the video live stream, you do not need to have a Google or YouTube account. Interacting and chat. We encourage interaction and chats on our live stream. You need to ask any questions. You don't need to log in to check directly into our YouTube live stream. So our YouTube is youtube.com/@TLCC Australia. So present is as per our attendance book. So apologies I know of tonight are Peter Williams, Jason Davies, John Kenny and Mark Willock. Are there any other apologies for tonight's meeting? Nil. The minutes of the previous committee meeting held on Monday, the 4th of November 2024 have been posted at the Rear Hall. Are there any issues, points need raising regarding those minutes? Can I please have a mover and a seconder to those minutes? Gary Cooper and Norma Ferguson. Announcements by the President. To all those who knew Ian Moggs, it is sad to announce that he passed away on Wednesday night. The speed of the progression of his illness was frightening. Ian was a long-time and highly valued part of the club's driver training team and a former committee member in the role of 4-drive activities coordinator. His passing will be mourned by many, and our commiserations and love go to Robin, his daughter Julia, his son Philip, and his beloved grandchildren Amelia and Sebastian. Rest in peace, Ian. I'd also now like to declare a minute's silence in memory of Ian. Thanks everybody, and I think I did see Robin in the room tonight, so please feel free to provide any comfort to Robin should you need it. Thank you. People from time to time probably know that the property which we all know as Willow Glen, we loan to, I guess, various services to assist them, I guess, in keeping the community safe and give them the ability to obviously train their staff, also to operate four-wheel drives and equipment safely. I've known one of these gentlemen for quite a long time. I think I've met him once before. So they've driven all the way up from Goulburn tonight to basically present something to the club to show to explain to us what the Land Cruiser Club means to them, and especially the property we call Willowglen. So I'd like to welcome Dean Mills and Jace Sass to the floor. And they're not here to arrest me or you. They're here to tell us a bit what Willowglen means to them.
Thanks, Andrew. Good evening, everyone. I'm not good with memory, so I wrote it down. It's an honour to be here today representing New South Wales Police Force Driver Training Unit. Josh and I are here today to personally acknowledge and celebrate the remarkable partnership between the New South Wales Police Force and the Toyota Land Cruiser Club of Australia. For over 20 years, the Toyota Land Cruiser Club has generously provided us with access to the Willowglen facilities. These facilities have been instrumental in training our police, field trainers in the safe and effective use of four-wheel drive vehicles, as well as essential recovery techniques. This collaboration has been pivotal in enhancing the capabilities of the New South Wales Police Force. Throughout this period, with the support of Toyota Land Cruiser Club, we've successfully trained over 1,600 four-wheel drive field trainers. These trainers have in turn equipped countless officers with the skills necessary to navigate challenging terrains and respond swiftly to emergency situations. The ability to access remote and difficult locations using four-wheel drive vehicles has significantly improved our operational effectiveness and our capability to serve and protect the New South Wales community. The ongoing commitment and support from the Toyota Land Cruiser Club have not only strengthened our training programs, but have fostered a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. Your dedication to assisting the New South Wales Police Force is deeply appreciated and has made a tangible difference in our ability to perform our duties. On behalf of the New South Wales Police Driver Training Unit, I'd like to present this appreciation plaque and extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Toyota Land Cruiser Club of Australia. We look forward to continuing this invaluable partnership into the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Dean and Jace. We look forward to continue this association long into the future. If anyone wants to come and have a look at these plaques, feel free to do so after the meeting. And I'm sure at some point, which is one of Brian's little jobs, is we'll probably have a wall of recognition plaques sitting at Willowglen at some point. I guess it's all about celebration tonight, and which leads me into the TLCC Awards night. The first group of people I'd like to thank tonight. Being on committee of the club is not an easy one. I would wish it upon anyone to have a go at it, but it's not easy. But I just want to thank my fellow committee members for the amount of effort that has gone in this year. There's been some difficult times. There's been some great times. The club's moved forward. I think all aspects of what we do at the moment, things are going quite well. Yeah, so just join me in a vote of thanks to the current committee. And I guess tonight, for the club to operate we need a lot of volunteers. I guess along the way, we forget some people, we recognise some people. At our November general meeting, for probably 45 minutes to an hour, the committee procrastinated over 10 committee awards, our major awards. So if I or the rest of the committee have forgotten someone, on behalf of the whole committee, we appreciate anyone who does anything for the club. And, you know, if you're not recognised this year, you may be recognised the year after, but we all do what we do because we want to do it. We don't do it because we don't want to do it. So, and I also would like to start by thanking Colin because he was the one who basically put all the list of names together. He cross-checks and double-checks them to make sure the names on the trophies end up correct. So, Colin, on behalf of the committee, thanks for organising our awards tonight. So, firstly, we'll start with our Service on Committee awards. Our first, which is to be presented by myself, goes to our past President, Education and Promotions Officer, and that is Bob Fife, for his enormous effort that he's put on committee. Bob is watching on the live stream tonight. So sometime in the next week, Bob, you can probably hear me. I will ensure that you are presented with this award. Bob's having some, I guess, major surgery at the moment. He's doing well. I spoke to Richard this afternoon, so everyone sends your regards, Bob. Our next committee award goes to Dave Rowley. Dave, I guess, was instrumental basically in rebuilding the club websites a couple of times. He was admin of that website for probably close to 10 years. David was also club secretary, president, and also vice president. So also, David, if you're watching tonight, we'll get you this committee award, and also thank you for your many years of dedicated service to the club. Now I'll call on Gary Cooper to present this award. And this award goes to Ian Moggs and to Robin Moggs. So Ian for 4 Drive Activities Coordinator Committee for a number of years, and also to Robin for TLCC membership. Please come forward. Okay, now we'll go into what we call the committee awards. So our first award will be presented by myself. It goes to a gentleman who basically has filled quite a large void in the last 6 months in the club. He continues to come to every single meeting and assist with our projection of videos and stuff at the club meetings, and also manages the club website. So I'd like to present the next committee award to John Ferguson for his efforts. Our next award, I'll ask our Vice President Greg Norris to present. A couple of words is probably all it takes. Professionalism, the can-do attitude, comes to every meeting, provides obviously a service that the club does fund some of, but provides many, many hours of uploading of material and stuff like that. Has taken, I think, the club meetings to the next level. If you look at what these two individuals did at ARB Thornley in the workshop, absolutely stunning. So I'm pleased to present, or Greg is, to Richard Farr and Ricky Lermanu. Our next award, which I will ask Colin Morby to present, recognises club trips. Obviously, club trips is one of the most pivotal things why people are in the club. This individual has run numerous weekend trips and I'm sure will continue to do so. Very privileged to have him as one of our trip leaders, and that award goes to Jamie Turley. I'll now call on Debbie Oliver to present the social awards. First up is, I guess we call this person Everything Halloween. Myself and Lisa were involved last year, but the work that Sarah Warren does in relation to the Halloween is, I guess, phenomenal. I'm not sure if she's here, Debbie, is she? But yeah, congratulations, Sarah. Our next person, probably one of the great helpers in and around the club, also helps at the clothing shop, helps at pretty much all the social activities. Highly regarded by Debbie that she assists in and around social, and that person is Sue Chisholm. And our next social award, also presented by Debbie, goes to a couple who also do everything they can to assist at the social events and have done so for a long time. And it's John and Jenny Twine. Okay, our next round of awards I will call Gary Cooper, Education, to present. Our first award goes to a person who was instrumental in delivering a new course that I guess the club hadn't run for a number of years, that being the Trip Leader course. And our first award goes to Gareth Davies. Yeah, there's more than one, yeah. You have? I'm not sure if this person's here, but we'll soon find out. I guess the driver training program has a lot of, individuals who help basically train all our new members. And this person has been involved in the program for a long time. So we'd like to recognise Jim Gately. And Jim may not be here. He's dancing. There you go. There's your next social event, Debbie. That's it for education. Chris? Our next award, and I can get ready, will be presented by Brian. Brian is our land manager who wonderfully looks after both our Coolandilee and Willow Glen properties. Our first award, and Brian has already mentioned to me that he's an apology, but he pretty much goes to pretty much every single working bee. He pretty much will fill in for Brian when he's not around. Anything that needs doing on the property he'll have a go at. He probably is an asset to both to Brian's team of individuals who help to run the property. So delighted to announce that a committee award goes to John Kenny. And also our next for land goes to a couple who basically, I guess, go to most of the working bees together as a team. They do a lot to the club. They do a lot to volunteer at Coolandilee. So it's Lutz and Innes. So well done. And our last one, I guess this person also fills in for Brian when he's on his extended holidays. I guess we call probably this person probably the quiet achiever, Brian. We'll just get in and do whatever he needs to do. John Hayes. All right, and that's all of our committee awards, and now we'll go to our major awards. And our first major award I will call Chris Taylor to present. And this award is the Editor's Award. So it's chosen by the editor, which is Chris, to basically, for an article which, or articles that contribute outstanding, content to the TLCC news over the past 12 months. Do you want me to say a few words, or do you want to say a few words first?
Just that the couple that I've chosen have been writing articles. Thank you. Just that the people that are receiving this award have submitted articles ever since I've been editor of the magazine, which I believe is now 10 years. So thank you very much for this couple that I am presenting this award to.
Do you want me to wait any longer? You can do it. Alf and Pat Johnston. Yeah, our next award is what we call the most enthusiastic, and it'll be presented by our Vice President, Greg Norris. I've got to be careful here, I'm going to give it away. I guess you'd be driving home from Willow Land and the phone will ring. Can you do this? Will Lisa be able to do this for me? Yeah, we can do that. When do you need it by? It's Sunday. Oh, I need it by Monday. Yeah, we'll do it for you. I guess I've worked with this person for a long time on committee. His enthusiasm, his dedication, he would play a huge part where the club sits right now, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a tool to promote the club, which we have. He would present probably the best four-wheel drive club magazine by a long way. And I probably could keep going on for quite a while, but it gives me great pleasure to announce Chris Taylor as the most enthusiastic. Our next award is the Trip Leader of the Year award. It's one of the awards which basically, I guess, is regarded as one of the leading awards in the Land Cruiser Club. As I said, Peter's in apology night tonight, so I've asked Colin if he would step in to present that award. Peter did call me this afternoon. Peter's quite sick, actually. And Peter has sent to me, as this is the awards night meeting, let me take the opportunity to thank the 19 trip leaders that led 28 different trips, totalling about 100 days away for the recipients. I'd also like to thank Gareth Davies for putting on an excellent trip leading course, which inspired a number of trips. Those people that attended the course have not yet run one, as agreed to the condition of attending the course. I'd look forward to your trips early in the new year. So our Trip Leader of the Year for this year is Mitchell Burke. Mitchell must not be here. So we'll get that award to him. And also now we'll go to Club Woman of the Year, and I'll ask our Social Secretary, Debbie Oliver, to present this award. I'm just going to read a few random words here. So we just drag this out a little bit. 55th anniversary celebration. Caring and vigorous manner. PowerPoint presentation. Correspondence. Helps her partner. Mans the club display. Takes payments. Barbecue. Swap meet. Congratulations, Elkie. And that was a point from all 10 points that I had. Congratulations.
I'd like to say thank you very much, but oh, hang on, I need to put this down, otherwise I'm going to drop it. I would also like to say that this is shared by me with anyone and everyone who has helped me do what I do with love and care for this club. So it's shared by a large number of people in this room. Thank you.
Thanks, Elkie. Our last award will be presented by myself, and it's also called the Club Man of the Year. This person has been involved, I guess, in the club for a long time. He's held various committee positions. He pretty much, anything you ask him to do, he'll do. I probably would speak to this individual once or twice a week. If you need something done, Andrew, I'll do it. If you need a list of members, I'll do it. Can you post this up for me? Yeah, I'll do it. Been instrumental in various programs and leadership within the club, and probably pretty much every single member who has come into the club for the past, I'm not sure how many years, but it'd be probably greater than 10. So I'm delighted to announce the Club Man of the Year is Bob Fife. So, Bob, you're probably watching on the little phone or the iPad, so congratulations. I will endeavour to get this to you when you're well enough to take a visit. Yeah, congratulations. And to everybody who has volunteered this year, the club did something a bit different. So all of the volunteers that I guess came from land, from social, from driver training, from trips and everything, the committee decided that this year we would buy 3 $100 vouchers. And I'm just wondering, Robin, would you come up and draw those 3 $100 vouchers for us? Is there a $100 ARB voucher? I'm sure we could all buy something at ARB.
So the first winner of the $100 voucher for ARB is Mark Oliver. Pull out another one.
I'll let you pick, but they're all the same. I'll pick this one there.
So Robin's pulled out D20 orange, D29.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know whether he needs these accessories. He's probably got everything he needs. So it's John Ferguson. Congratulations, John. So Robin's pulled out green, E44. Now there was 182 members who have volunteered on club activities in the last 12 months, taken from lists that each of the committee members have provided to me. And yeah, it's amazing just how many people have given a small amount of time, a lot of time, but we decided to give everybody a chance at winning something they can probably make use of, hopefully. Green. Okay, so I haven't seen this lady here tonight. It's Penny Scott.
Thanks, everybody, and congratulations to all the winners. Okay, we'll move on with the meeting. I'd just like to propose a short vote of thanks. There's a lot of people who in the room here tonight who are at the ARB Thornlea general meeting. I think it was a great success, probably in excess of 100 people there. There's a number of people who assisted with the barbecue, which was Greg, Allen, Brian, Lisa and Sue, who assisted with the barbecue. And also thanks to ARB Thornley. The committee did discuss on the last meeting, and we thought that it would be good to do probably another one of these sometime this sort of way down at another dealer or some sort of other four-wheel drive place. So watch this space. The other thing, and this was in Peter's domain, is obviously all of the Land Cruiser clubs Australia-wide get together from time to time. Usually it's every 2 to 3 years. So this year, that's happening, I guess, at the foot of the high country, that being Mansfield. So I'm not sure what space is left on that trip, but it's from the 31st of March 2025 to the 5th of April. So if you touch base with Peter at 4 Drive Trips, there's also some information under trips on the club's website. And that's all from me. I'll now pass over to Greg.
Thanks, Andrew. I just wanted to announce the winner of the Berrima Diesel Pocket Tune device giveaway. As many of you know, Andrew Leamroth and his team at Berrima Diesel have been avid supporters of the Toyota Land Cruiser Club of Australia for many years, both in advertising, sponsorship and presenting at club meetings. Members of the TLCC are always warmly welcome down at Berrima Diesel. A few months ago, Andrew rang me and offered to make their pocket tuning device available to one member of the club in exchange for a review of the whole process, from acquisition, installation, booking the tune and subsequently using the tune. The pocket tune device is worth just under $1,700. After some discussion, the committee opted to make the selection via a competition where members could make their case in 100 words or less as to why they deserve to be given the opportunity to participate in this process. These entries were then anonymised and forwarded to Andrew and the Berrima team to judge. The invitations were sent out directly to every member and also via email blasts. We had a total of 64 entries, with 41 of them finally reaching completion stage and surprisingly 23 of them that started but never quite finished. So tonight I'm pleased to announce that the winner is David Watkins of Balgala Heights, member number 4393. David, I guess you're not here tonight. I hope he's watching at home. David set the bar with the following entry. Having joined the TLCC and starting on my four-wheel drive learning journey, I have been struck by the skills and the passion to share knowledge that exists within the community. Going down a path less travelled is both exciting and addictive, but doing it safely and with the right tools for the job is essential. A pocket tune device utilising remote diagnostics sounds incredible and will optimise my engine's performance. Combined with my love of technology, I'll act as a great ambassador for Berrima Diesel's skills and the benefit of being a member of the TLCC club. Well, it seems like David ticked all the boxes with that entry. At least Andrew and his team at Berrima Diesel thought so. So David, I'll be sending you an email tonight with instructions on how to collect your prize. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Greg. Treasury report, Mark. I have a brief report on behalf of Mark. This was current as of the last committee meeting. So, opening balance of $340,887, receipts of $76,056.38, probably made up of membership fees, magazine advertising, merchandise shop sales, interest revenue, tax refunds. The club had payments of $15,525.56, made up of things like bank fees, expenses, land expenses, hall hire, social functions, website and other expenses. So our bank balance at the end of the period was $401,403.13. And yeah, the only thing Mark was looking at, insurance on the club properties. which we will renew. It's up slightly. So can I have a mover and a seconder to the Treasurer's report? Anthony Ross, Rob Alexander. I'll now pass over to Gary for education.
Good evening, everyone. Just dead? Hello? It's okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm going to start off, first of all, with the course, the very first course on the list I've got here. It's the towing course. Now, the towing course was going to be run by Robin and Ian, but due to Ian's health issues, he still wanted the course to go ahead, so he let me find some other presenters, and those presenters were the original presenters: Alf Johnson, Pat Johnson, Jim Waters, Pam Waters, John Ferguson, Norma Ferguson. So I'm greatly appreciative to you guys stepping in and running the course, because Ian wanted the course to happen and you made it happen. So that was really good. The course was on the weekend of the 9th and 10th of November, and there were 4 females and 6 males participating, and the feedback's been very positive. And I personally thank all 6 of you, because none of you are teenagers, and you all came out of retirement to make sure this happened, so that the club continued to run this course. It's very important that we don't lose too many courses. Now, John, I was going to get you to run a little PowerPoint presentation. Can someone run that? No projector? Okay, oh well, sorry about that. No, okay. All right, basic driver training for November. Module 1 was held at the back of the church on Tuesday the 12th of November. Modules 2 and 3 down at Willaglen on the 17th and 18th. We had 20 new members complete down there at Willaglen, and by now they would have all received their certificates. Now, a course that we haven't had for a while, because the trainers have been busy and things like that, Andrew's stepped up with Mark Willock, and they ran a sand driving course up at Stockton on the 23rd of November, and there were 7 participants. Now, I like to try and get some more sand driving courses if possible, and Andy said that he has some dates coming up shortly. And I've got a young lady here, Kylie, she's a new member. She's only just completed her driver training, but she stepped in, didn't know Andrew really, and let him take her up the sandhills. So come and have a talk, Kylie, please.
Hi everyone. Yeah, as Gary said, new member just did driver training in October, and we were really thrilled to have the opportunity to do the sand driving training. We'd been eagerly looking out for some dates to pop up. So Saturday before last, we headed up to Stockton Dunes in Andy's very capable hands, actually, and we had Mark Willock come along to give Andy some support. 9 vehicles in total, including the 2 instructors, and quite pleasingly, I think for my husband Rod and I, there were a couple of familiar faces on the course from our October driver training, so it's great to see them. There was some others who were perhaps a little bit more experienced, but just came along either for the refresher or a good day out. It was a cracking day, 28 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, so Stockton Beach and Dunes looked absolutely terrific. We spent a good few hours all of the morning into sort of mid-afternoon on the dunes, really learning all of the basics, honing our skills, getting to know our vehicles and particular settings that we needed, whether it be tyre pressure, low range, high range, gear selection that we needed, importance of momentum. We spent a fair bit of time having a bit of fun on one of the bigger dunes, doing sort of runs up there, so that was pretty cool. And then we had a young bloke on the trip who'd had some experience getting stuck in Stockton Beach and had a $700 quote, I believe, to get pulled out until he got some free help from some strangers. So we thought it'd be a good idea to actually do a bit of recovery practice as well. So Mark very capably got his vehicle buried up to its axle, and then we did a practice recovery. But all around a great day out. Would highly recommend it to anyone who either wants to learn sand driving techniques from scratch or just have a refresher or have a good day out. And massive thank you to Andy and Mark for sharing their wisdom and experience with us.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you very much. And thank you to Andrew and Mark for running the course. Planning for 2025 courses. Work has started on the calendar for TLCC education courses, with dates for all basic driver training being set. The advanced driver training is already set in April, and I'm not sure if we've actually set the August one yet, or if Barry Lanigan is actually available in August. I'm not sure about that yet. I've set the auto electrical course. That'll be the 26th and 25th of October. The HEMA Allen's navigation courses, the HEMA 4x4 Explorer app on the 6th of September, the HEMA HX2 GPS navigator on the 7th of September, and I'm negotiating with all the other trainers to try and get the dates and things like that, because it's a bit early yet, but we have to get these things ready for next year. Basic driver training for January is already full. February and March, I think February's getting full, and March is already taking bookings and that as well. So it looks like it's going to be another busy year for the driver trainers. Willagran driver training tracks. Mark Willock came down on the November basic driver training weekend, and he brought down an electrical jackhammer, because we've had a bit of an issue with the creek bed where there's different rock shelves and things which make the creek bed difficult to climb for standard vehicles with stock tyres. So Mark chiselled away at some of these rock protrusions and things to round them off and remove them where possible, and this may make the track a little bit easier to drive up. Also, with the help of Rob Alexander, I don't know if you can remember, the chicken track or return track from opposing wheels has been quite difficult to climb as well for standard vehicles. And when I say standard, like your standard tyre and your no lift and that. And they managed to take down a couple of trees which allowed the repositioning of the vehicle when climbing the track. So that's been a great improvement, because we can actually waste a lot of time while the people try to climb the chicken track to get across to the creek bed. So that's a great improvement. Now, Brian, with his workers and that for a working bee on the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of November, they managed, we've got a couple of holes in the creek bed which cause cars to bottom and actually bend side steps and things like that, and I don't like damaging people's cars, so Brian's actually managed to fill some of the holes that we've pointed out with some large rocks and some small rocks, and actually concrete them in, so that when we get any heavy rain and erosion, the rock base should still be fairly firm. So when Bob Fife gets a chance to have a look at this, the work that's been done, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to use the creek bed in the ascent and the descent, because currently we're only using it in the descent because of the damage that's been causing to some of the cars and that. Anyway, that's all for education. I wish everyone a safe and happy and healthy Christmas and 2025. I'd like to thank everyone on committee, the education course presenters, and all club members who helped me throughout the year. Thank you very much, and have a great Christmas. Thank you.
Promotions, Jason.
Geez, Gary, I'm only bending over a little. I think you've grown. Rightio. Short and sweet promotion side of things. Not a lot going on. Coming into Christmas, businesses are busy, so people are a bit hard to get a hold of at times. So I suppose the main things really for me is just being an awards night. Just a couple of little people I'd like to mention, in particular for helping out with promotions throughout the year. Good buddy of mine, John Kenny, who's made every single thing that's been on to assist, to help, whatever needs to be done. Thanks, John. I hope you're listening. The other person beyond that, Elkie, our Club Woman of the Year, she always goes above and beyond. I think everyone knows that. And without everything you do for the club, Elkie, and especially stepping in at times when I've had no opportunity to do things that you've been able to do to promote the club. Cheers to you. So beyond that, I guess a lot of you probably won't see before Christmas, New Year's. So Merry Christmas, have a wonderful New Year, stay safe, drive safe, and I will see you all next year.
Thank you, Jason. Social Director's Report, Debbie.
Am I as tall as Jason? I am. Since our last meeting, we've held our children's Christmas event at Coolandelly. It was a hot and very exciting weekend. We had 81 adults and 42 children in attendance. I want to thank our social subcommittee members who made a very valuable contribution to the success of this event. So I was wondering if these people could stand up, please. Julia Moggs. Julia organised a great Christmas-themed craft session for the children with 3 different craft activities planned to suit the various children's ages. The kids really enjoyed the relaxed creativity and the challenges of their Christmas creations. Alison Ritchie, is she here? She was going to try, but okay. Ali and her partner Tony and their trusty subcommittee, any of those people wave their hands around? Yep. Planned and implemented our inaugural Amazing Race. This targeted the older kids and they loved it. In teams, they had to solve the clues to know where to go before tearing around the property to find their bases, which were different countries, where their team had to work hard together to complete the various challenges. So that was terrific. Katie Regent and Max Turner, can you stand up, please? Oh, they're out the back. Oh, no, they're here. They're here. Once again, Katie and Max decked out Santa's chariot and with all things Christmas and safely brought Santa to his landing spot at Coolandelly. I want to acknowledge that Katie has been doing this event for our club for the past 20 plus years, I think. So, Gloria and Gordon White, can you stand up, please? Again, long-term supporters of our club's social events. I first want to say that without Gordon and the other Working Bee crew, we just wouldn't have such a fantastic, well-equipped venue to run these events. Gloria, you were a trooper, helping with the pickup of supplies as well as working hard in the kitchen to make sure that everything was prepared for our Christmas dinner. Jason Davis is not here, but to Jason, you organised to bring Santa along on a toasty, hot afternoon. Santa, as always, is a highlight for the kids, and they certainly enjoyed the gifts that Santa and the elves had prepared for them. And Stuart Roach was on the weekend as well. Stuart, your general assistance where needed on the weekend was much appreciated. Please stay tuned for next meeting and we'll have a video presentation. Our last event for 2024 is our adult Christmas party on the 14th of December, with a great crowd booked in, a delicious seafood buffet and the talented Portia Turbo of Turbo Trivia fame to lead us through some outrageously fun trivia. We are all in for a great end-of-year celebration. It's been a terrific 2024 with all events well attended, and we have received loads of positive feedback from those who have come along and enjoyed all of our well orchestrated activities. 2024, as we said, saw the development of this wonderful social subcommittee with 12 members in total offering to help with the planning and implementation of different aspects of our social events. In addition to those standing, I just want to acknowledge Sarah and Luke Warren, who led our Halloween event, and Hamish Armitage and Leslie Butler, who have helped out along the way. I also want to thank Sue Chisholm, who's provided considerable support around the planning of our adult Christmas party. Having the support of these wonderful people has saved my sanity and made a very big annual social brief of 5 events, including 4 events at Coolandelly, more manageable. For each event, there are various components, including advertising and written communication prior to an event, managing the bookings, planning, purchasing and running of craft activities, selecting and running of games, Christmas presents, Easter eggs, Halloween treats and prizes, plus a delicious main meal catered at each event. It's a big undertaking and it needs a team to make it happen. I strongly believe that we need to continue with the model that we have developed over the past 12 months, with different members taking on aspects of an event so that the load continues to be shared. This will breathe sustainability into our social program. I think we need 4 members around most events. For example, 1 to do the advertising, booking and pre-event communication, 1 to plan and prepare the craft, 1 to plan and prepare games, and 1 to plan, purchase and coordinate the food service. How great would it be if a number of members could volunteer to organise one aspect of one event? That might be some of the members who've been coming along and enjoying these events. Or it could equally be a member who, just like me, never been to an event prior to running Christmas 2022. Perhaps someone is newly retired and looking for a little extra help to keep their brain going. Being involved is such a great way to get to know your fellow club members. I reinforce what Greg spoke about in the Vice President's report in our most recent TLCC news. We are all members of a club, and as such we are all responsible to contribute in some way to the running of the club's activities. If you want these activities to continue, you need to step up and help the planning and implementation. Some of you may have heard by now that I plan to hand over the baton of Social Director at the next annual general meeting in March. So we're on the lookout for a member who may be interested in taking on this role. With the development of teams around events, the workload for the new Social Director will be reduced. My plan for 2025 is to stay involved, guiding those involved with planning if requested, finalising and handing over a detailed event manual, and attending some events to help out with aspects of planning and implementation. So I just want to thank all members who have assisted throughout the year. Your words of praise and encouragement have been a significant motivation and have really supported me along the way. I'd now like to wish everybody a very happy, healthy and safe festive season and look forward to seeing many faces at events in 2025.
I think you maybe heard that, but it's really to thank you from everybody who's been associated with you and the work that you and Mark put into it. Without the work and effort you put into it, things would not happen. You've done well both here.
Land Manager's report, Brian.
Evening, everyone. Things on the land are fairly exciting at the moment. I'm pleased to report that, particularly for Coolandiilly, since we last got together, the committee's approved the purchase of an excavator to help maintain the Coolandiilly property. So people who visit down there will see the fine condition it's in. Thank you. And that's no thanks to having a machine down there to do the heavy lifting for us. So I'm very pleased to announce that, and perhaps that's why John Hayes and Lutz aren't here tonight to receive their awards, because they're currently doing the excavator operator training course so that we have certified operators on the machine in addition to Gordon. Last working day down at Coolandiilly, we shored up the footings for the walk bridge so that hopefully when the next flood occurs, that won't float away as it was threatening to do after the last flood. A whole lot of hazard reduction up behind the shed. We've extended the pathway out from the shed with the pavers. The usual maintenance activities were undertaken, and we have a working bee again on this weekend. Down at Willow Glen 2 weeks ago, we had our last working bee for the year. There's a lot of weed management down there. We chopped out some serrated tussock, sprayed blackberry and shifton bush, so hopefully that will improve all of that. We've also increased the fire barrier behind the shed, and as Gary's mentioned, we've undertaken some repairs to the creek bed. The easy part of that was driving a vehicle down with a trailer load of rocks. The fun part, which I had, was actually reversing a trailer down the creek bed with all the concrete and water and tools to put the rocks in place and make up the cement. So that was an interesting exercise. All the working bees for next year are now in the calendar for both properties, so if you want to have a look at the calendar and slot one in and come on down, that would be greatly appreciated. I would also like to thank the Land Committee and everyone who's fronted up to a working bee this year, and thank them for their enthusiasm and support, without which we wouldn't be able to present the properties in the great way that we do for everyone's enjoyment. And in closing, I just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look forward to catching up with you in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Membership, Alan.
Don't trust my legs after sitting down for so long. Since the last meeting, we've had 6 additional members, and in fact one of those is a member who wasn't here until, who was last here in 2010, so decided to come back. We currently have, better if I put my glasses on. We currently have 935 total memberships, which include 23 life, and 613 members are financial for the coming year, and 291 email-only recipients for the news magazine. So just a reminder, if you haven't yet paid your fees, they're now due, and easily done by getting on the website. Thank you very much, and have a good Christmas.
Thank you, Alan. I have a trips report on behalf of Peter, and it reads: 2 trips will run in November. Jamie Turley's Moon Rock and Powerlines day trip, and Mark Seeler's Vandethra 3-day trip. Thank you to Jamie and Mark for putting those on. In December, only 1 trip listed, being Scott Jemison's New Year's in the High Country. 11-day trip, which surprisingly is well oversubscribed. As this is the awards night meeting, let me take this opportunity to thank the 19 trip leaders and 28 different trips totalling about 100 days away. For the participants, I also like to thank Gareth Davies for putting on the excellent trip leaders course, which inspired a number of trips that were run around the club. And if you attended a trip throughout this year, the best way I could think of to thank and repay the trip leader that took you away will be to run a trip yourself and invite the trip leader that took you away. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, everybody, whilst thinking about where your trip is going to take you in 2025. Peter Williams. General business from the members.
At the last driver training November, there were a couple of bags left down there. Anybody here claim them? If anybody's watching, Carol and Rob Alexander have them. See us at the February meeting, and you can pick them up. Thank you.
Hi, Dennis brought to the meeting this caravan winder-up thing, I think, for a camper trailer, and it was picked up by Abel Gonzalez. Is they here tonight? Nope. I'm going to give it back to Dennis then. Okay, thank you.
Any other general business from the members? No? General business from committee? Debbie? Colin? Greg? Gary? Brian? Jason? And nothing from me. Sergeant at Arms, I would now pass over to Leslie. Thank you.
Hello. Can I please ask Amelia to come up here tonight? Would you come up and be a little helper? Oh, thank you so much. Would you like to draw our raffle tickets for us tonight? Okay, so go over to Jason and... Okay. So you just do one ticket at a time. Okay. Do you know what number that says? Turn around. Okay, the first number out is number A64 and it is red. Red A64. Oh, we have a winner. Congratulations. Thank you. So there are red and there are white wines, so you can choose. Oh, there's blue. Okay. Thank you. We like someone who's not fussy. Another ticket, Amelia. Oh, great job. What number does that say? 47. And is that red? Yes. Can you say red A47?
Red A47.
Have we got a red A47? Ah, look who won it! Ah, that is so meant to be. Oh, you go. Oh, they're beautiful. So one of these is for you. Which one are you going to choose? The one with the butterfly. Oh, you need to get your photo taken. Amelia, you need to turn around. Oh, that is gold. Reach in and wiggle your hand around. That's it. Oh, she keeps pulling out the red tickets. What's the number?
3.
And what's the letter? A. So it's
Red A3.
Red A3. Do we have a red ticket? A3. Oh, we have a winner. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Where's Chris? Photo? You're right. Got enough? Okay. Choose another one, Amelia. See if you can get a different colour. Get a different colour. Got to give them all a chance. Oh, we have another colour. What colour is that?
F82 green. F82 green.
Now, F for Fred, 82 green ticket. Oh, we have another winner. Look, there we go. Congratulations. And Amelia is doing a wonderful job here. Wonderful job. And lucky last, give your hand a really good wiggle in there. And find that winning special ticket. Oh, this girl's attracted to red.
A92 red.
No, what? Hang on.
91 red.
That's better. A91 red. We had a false start there. A91 red. Oh, congratulations, Elkie. I have one little job here that I promised I would do, but I've lost. I don't know. I think I've put it out. Must have gone out and I have to get it out of the car. The sizes of these. 247, 75 and 16 in these tyre covers. Come on. I offered to Elkie, let's have an auction, or let's just give them away. Come on, somebody must have a tyre that's 247, 75 or 16. Come on. We can't give these things away. They're good. We have one on our Corrimal caravan, on the smaller one. Anyone got a car trailer? Like a little trailer that they need to cover up a spare tyre for. They'll go on there. Oh, people, I'm disappointed. I thought I'd be able to help Elkie out by at least getting one off the table. No, all right, we're over, we're done. Thank you.
Thanks, Leslie. The next TLCC general meeting will be on Monday, the 3rd of February. Note there is no general meeting in January, so please take note of that. Yeah, and as a lot of people said tonight, I guess for the club 2025 is shaping up as a big one. Every little bit that a member does is something that somebody else doesn't have to do, pushes the club forward. So I encourage as much involvement, either if you know a friend or a neighbour who hasn't been to a general meeting for a while, drag them along, because I'm sure the more people involved, the more we can achieve. So on behalf of the committee, I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thanks for your commitment throughout the year. Cheers.